flash back 1975 and some great video of a great race. Big Daddy Don Garlitts taking on Shirley Muldowney. But it would be Big Daddy Don Garlitts taking that 1975 title. Shirley would go on to get hers in 1982, cementing her legend. And following the kiss, here is that man, Big Daddy Don Garlitts, U.S. Nationals legend, right here next to me on our race day set. Good morning to you, Big.
How are you?
Let's start by talking about butterflies. We're inside of 50 minutes. That racer still lives inside of you. Do you got butterflies this Monday morning?
Yes, sir. I always get butterflies here. But like I told one of my fans a while ago, the minute the engine starts, that warm-up that morning, everything just settles down, especially if she's sounding real good.
We were talking yesterday, and we've talked throughout the weekend. You've been fortunate enough to win this race 8 times. Take us back, though. When did the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals become the Big Go? What year was it that this became a storied event?
It had to be 1964, Dave, when they decided to go back to nitromethane and the fuel cars. That about 5 or 6 years they were on gasoline. It was kind of like a sportsman race. But when they brought back nitromethane in 1964, you know, all bets were off. This was the race. I'll never forget it. My phone, when I got home, rang off the hook. I didn't have one open date in 1965.
Yes. Unbelievable.
And we depended on that then. See, there was only 2 national events, the Winter Nationals and the U.S. Nationals, and you had to fill out the rest in yourself. Yeah. Let me tell you, the U.S. Nationals filled up my schedule.
And if you listen right behind us right now, you can hear a little bit more nitro. That gets the fans pretty fired up. Let's take a look at a bio blast of Big Daddy Don Garlitts in his Top Fuel career. 8-time U.S. Nationals champ. We mentioned that. That's the most in Top Fuel history. 35 career Top Fuel wins. That's 5th in Top Fuel history. He could have a lot more if he would have raced some NHRA races.
Well, if I had been stupid.
Exactly.
Remember the burn down?
Nobody calls the Big Daddy stupid, though. 3-time NHRA champ.
I can call it, though.
No way, man. You are ranked #1 on NHRA's top 50 drivers list. And standing by right now with another legend is our own Gary Gerald.
Isn't that what's so great about the U.S. Nationals? Everywhere you turn, these great names who've had such marvelous success over the years, including Ed the Ace McCullough. 6 times he won the U.S. Nationals, 5 times funny car, 1 time at Top Fuel. You haven't won it as a tuner, as a crew chief. If you're able to pull that off today with your driver Ron Capps, how do you think that feeling may compare with what you experienced when you were winning as a driver?
Well, I'd have to rank it right up at the top. I mean, to be able to go out there today and to win this event with Ron and his first win here and my first win as a crew chief, it'd rank right up there with my first win here as a driver.
How do you assess your chances today?
Well, I think we're looking pretty good. We've struggled a little bit through the weekend. We've had a few gremlins, but yesterday afternoon we went out there. We ran okay for the conditions. We've got a new look today. The sun's out right now. You know, it's going to be a tough day, but I like our chances.
All right, that's Ed the Ace McCullough. His driver, of course, as we mentioned, is Ron Capps. We've got warm-ups going on all around us here. Capsy, if you could get your first U.S. Nationals win today, what would be more significant, winning it for yourself or winning it for Ace?
Winning for Ace. I'd like to think I got a few more years in me, so I'm sure I can get a win later. I would like. You know, I've talked about him before. He's a guy you want to go to battle with. He's a guy that you want to impress. He's a guy that you want. He's like a dad. So to get him his first win would be epic.
All right, let's check in with Stat Guy. He's got more on Big Daddy Don Garlitts. Lewis?
All the legends at the Big O. Let's talk about Big Daddy, his first race at the U.S. Nationals, 1962. Check this out. The first guy he ever raced in competition at the Big O, Eddie Hill. Those guys are still racing. We talked to Eddie Hill on the show a couple races back. He's still competing in the road course world. And, of course, Big Daddy ran stock this weekend. Both guys in their 70s. Love it.
You betcha. Eddie Hill still racing. We just saw Ed the Ace McCullough. Chris the Greek Karamessinis, he's 80. He's racing out here in Top Fuel. I'll bet he makes you want to come back.
Oh, he does. I talked to him last night. He was at the roast, you know. God, he looks good. 80 years old, born in 1928.
You know what? Big Daddy Don Garlitts came here to finish up his career. He did so by running 4.72 seconds, 310 miles an hour, and he did it right here in Indianapolis. Big, have a great day watching the best drag race on the planet,
I'll tell you,
one you helped create.
Thank you.
It's going to be a good time. Big Daddy Don Garlitts, ladies and gentlemen.